Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and I'm coming at you today with a video from my sunroom where it is unreasonably hot. But the lighting is kind of nice in here, so I was like, why not? And you get some greenery in the back. I don't know. Anyways, I'm here today with another writing journal video, so it's kind of like a writing update, which I have not done yet, other than my very first writing video, which is my AuthorTubeTag video, which you can check out up here somewhere. I'll link it on the screen. And yeah, I'm very excited to do this update. It's a little bit later than I thought I would be filming this update because, you know, I should have filmed it back at the end of May or the beginning of June when I did my writing challenge. But that's okay. So first things first, Project Dark. That's what I've been working on for years now, and it is the main novel that I'm still working on. That's what I worked on in my Writing Every Day in May challenge video series. If you haven't checked that out, it is my writing vlogs on my channel. Check them out. There's only 4 of them out right now, but they're all pretty long. And in that, I realized how wonderful it is to keep myself accountable by filming myself every day, making sure I'm doing some sort of updates, making sure I'm staying on track somehow, which was the biggest part, I think, because as soon as I finished that series, I did not write for like, I don't know, 2 weeks in June, and then trying to get back into that was jolted and awful, and I didn't write very much in June, and then in July I've also haven't written for 2 weeks so far, and I'm like, oh no. It's rough. But anyway, so I started the Writing Every Day in May challenge with 24,183 words, and I came out of it with, or I went into it with a goal of reaching 50K, which I originally thought was pretty big, but then I realized, I'm like, if I'm writing every day, not necessarily that big of a challenge for me, because I know my writing I can get at least 1,000 words a day in, which would bring me up to that very fast, if not over it, with the way that I usually write. So I ended up hitting my goal at the beginning of the very last week, I do believe, if I remember correctly, and then I exceeded it by hitting 63,822 words at the end of May. So that was fantastic. And I also ended up finishing May by hitting the midpoint in my story. So if you guys have seen my AuthorTube video, you know that I follow the Katytastic outlining thing that she has done on her channel. It's very similar to the very popular like 3-act like plotting a play type thing, but I like the way that she's done it on her channel. I will link the video down below so you can see it if you like, because it's a fantastic video. I'm following that style, so right now I'm at that point I was at the midpoint of my story, and now as of July 13th at 7:45 p.m. at night, I am barely past that. I think I have 74,000 words, and I am just at the kind of the cusp of block 6 in the story, which is the last block in block 2, or in act 2 before I go into act 3, which is exciting because this is a point in my story which I really want to be in, but I found that I have been quite distracted recently, and that's because of something that I'm going to discuss later in this video, but I need to get cracking because I have also ended up extending my deadline for this story. So I originally had this deadline for the first draft of this story to be set for July 11th, I think, which is gone. It's gone as of 2 days ago. I did not hit it. I also had set my goal as 80,000 words or 85,000 words because I knew that like this draft is going to be bigger. And then I realized once it was like partway through June, I was like, I have half a draft to write still. I'm not going to do that in 2 weeks. So I'm going to extend this to August 31st, which I've done. And I'm going to extend my word count because I'm already at 60-some thousand words when I made this decision. And that's only halfway through my novel. So I just doubled that, and I've made my final deadline to be, or my final goal to be 120,000 words, which is a lot of words. But since this book is a fantasy book, usually they are a little bit longer, and it is the first draft, and I do ramble. I am a rambly writer, so I will easily hit that with this draft. I know, because the previous draft that I did of this story, before I changed the entire plot, was 130,000 words, so I know that I could hit 120,000 words easily. I just have to actually do it. So now, I said earlier that I've been getting pretty distracted these past few weeks, and that's because I started working on a new project. So I'm going to be calling that project Project Yellow, because it is completely different from Project Dark. It is a urban fantasy, contemporary, new adult type of story where I have basically, like, the premise came to me one night when I was just sitting watching Netflix, and I was like, I need to write this down, like right now. And I've changed it a little bit, so like generally it's gonna be like a completely human world. So my main character is going to stumble upon magic. She's gonna accidentally kidnap this really this famous guy, and he's gonna like have a part in this, and then her friends are gonna be there, and she's gonna be like, oh my god, there's actually magic in this world, what? And it's gonna be like one of those things where she doesn't have any magical powers, none of her friends do, but she's stumbled upon magic, which is kind of interesting. And I'm really excited about it, and I've been planning it and coming up with scene ideas and coming up with characters and sketching them out, and because my brain is so in that story, my Project Dark has kind of fallen to the wayside, which is not good. I need to get back in that train. So yesterday I ended up taking all of my scene ideas that I've written in my story plan and throwing them into my master docs in chapter by chapter. So now I know for Project Dark I have 60 chapters plus an epilogue for this. Like, this draft will have 60 chapters and an epilogue. If that's the final number, I don't know. Probably, because the way I've split it makes sense to me. And I've currently worked on, I know I've finished chapter 37, and then I'm like partway through chapter 35, because I jumped around a little bit. So I have from chapter 35 to the epilogue to now do, besides chapter 37, but whatever. So that's a lot of chapters to get through. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. So hopefully I will have another writing update for you guys soon. There are going to be other writing videos coming out. I am currently in the middle of a writing vlog. I started a reading vlog, as I usually do, my weekend reading vlogs, and then I realized this thing about my writing that I haven't been getting to it, so I'm like, I gotta keep myself accountable, I gotta get back in the groove somehow. So I've made it a plan to do this entire week as like a writing vlog to get back into it. Not really that formal or anything, just a writing vlog with a little bit of reading sprinkled in. And I also have planned to have a write-a-thon, to participate in a 12-hour write-a-thon, because 24 hours seems ridiculous to me. I can't even do that reading-wise. I don't think I could be able to do that writing-wise. So I'm going to do a 12-hour write-a-thon one of these upcoming weekends when I have nothing to do, when there's no one around, and I can just hammer out the words. So that should be fun. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. Not really anything important to say right now, but I'm excited about the upcoming Act 3 for Project Dark and the beginning of Project Yellow. So I've also set a deadline for myself to get Project Yellow's like outline, or like sort of an outline, done by August 3rd, which is the first Saturday in August. So that's coming up, but that shouldn't be that bad because I know that I don't want like a real strict, fully detailed outline. I just want something that's outlined enough that I can start writing it. And I have enough scenes right now that I think I could do that. I just have to actually focus and like put it together and figure out the storyline more than I have in my head so far. But yes, I am going to leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you guys are currently writing anything, or if you're participating in any write-a-thons, or if you have any writing videos that you'd like to see from me, any challenges you'd like to see me do. Let me know, because I would love to chat with you guys down below. But yes, make sure to check out my previous 4 writing vlogs if you haven't yet. Watch out for that writing vlog coming out probably next week. It's gonna go up this Thursday or this Friday, and then the writing vlog is gonna be up the following Tuesday. So this will be out before that writing vlog, but keep watch for it because it's coming. And make sure to subscribe down below to get more content like this, where I sweat in my sunroom for 10 minutes and my dog walks around very warm, because it's also very warm in here for her, and my cheeks are extremely red, so you can tell it's quite warm. It's like 30 degrees in here, 30 degrees Celsius. I think I'm gonna go back inside and probably do some writing or watch Game of Thrones. Who knows? Anyways, stay kind and keep on writing. Bye guys!